I wanted to show you this Invoker build. I think it's probably the best Invoker build at the moment, and it does very well against the meta Mystic Mud. I am on my Smurf account because I play on my main. I'm 2150 at the moment, and I do play this Mystic Mud, and I'm just not sure how this Invoker matches up against every build at the moment, but it has been giving me the most trouble against when I'm playing the Mystic Mud, so I thought I'd show it. Round 1 we have just skipped. He also decided to skip, which is a little bit funny, and it's mostly just to see where they're set up. There's not really, you could play these 3 water bulwarks round 1. Oh, ran out of time. And you could possibly win round 1 or not lose as much health, but we're just giving that up. We are going into 5 water, 5 bulwark, 4 invoker, and we got the 2 shock. So round 2 we usually would have the 3 bulwark, 3 water, and we've got 2 shock, 2 invoker. We paired our ranger with the Ophisto here. So pair the ranger with the Ophisto and we give him this gauntlet. Round 2 we can go into water, just fill these gaps here because he will have a rogue that I don't want to get in here if I can avoid it, and I'll put my other invoker. So already round 3 we have a water invoker, 4 invoker, and the 3 bulwark. We've already got 3 tanks out and we put ourselves in a corner. The shock is very good. It does damage to the lowest energy resistance target every 4 seconds, and it lowers their resistance, and then the Ophisto will cast his Omega to 2 lowest health enemies, and if he kills one of them he'll cast again. So this allows us to whittle down kind of these other cheaper alluvials, and then we still have 3 carries. I mean, we've got the Ophisto, the Sinalf, and the Sephoros often does the most damage. So there's a lot of damage, and we somehow end up with 5 bulwark still and 5 water, plus the granite. So you'll see how I play the granite. It can be very useful. So super tanky, a lot of damage, and we still gain a lot of energy regen with the water. So round 4, don't place any augments down at any round until after round 4, because we now get to place our Galliant and the Lynx, the Stoic Hydra Lynx. So the tank and that'll complete the 5 water, 5 bulwark, kind of a perfect synergy with 5 mastery points left, and you won't hit that round 4 if you put any augments any earlier. So a huge power spike. Granite's going to give him invulnerability, and then we'll eventually put Indomitable on him, so he'll be invulnerable at the start and then Indomitable once he hits 10% HP. So we'll get a lot of value out of that tank, and then everyone else is quite tanky anyway with the 5 bulwark. The reason we go the Galliant or Goliant is because instead of the stage 3 version, it's because he has bulwark instead of Colossus. Same with the Sinalf. We don't go the Duelif. The Duelif will be Steam. You can play this Steam, so Steam Invoker, you pair him with your Ranger instead, but you don't get Shock, and it doesn't get you to 5 water, and then you kind of don't go 5 bulwark either, so it gets a bit, this just works much better. And Steam did get nerfed, so this just seems to be better at the moment. But Invoker isn't my strongest build. Like I said, on my main I'm playing the team he's currently playing, so if you are more experienced with Invoker, definitely comment down below and let the people know that there might be a better build out there, but like I said, currently this is, I think, probably the best. And I will link this team builder down below in the description, so you can click on that and import it. If you appreciate that and the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Alright, round 5. Pretty much just placing augments. We're not going to spend anything on positioning. We're happy with our positioning, and the augments are going to be much more valuable. I generally start to place the energy, flat energy gain to the whole team, just on these tanks that I'm not going to place any other augments on, and this will free up, I'll get the Indomitable down against this team, and this will free up the individual, or like some better individual augments on our carries. So I'm just going to put flat energy gain on our Ophisto. The sooner everyone casts, the sooner we'll kind of get advantage with power on the board, because you obviously take people out. The enemy team could play Predator with his Ranger instead of Mystic, but I think Mystic actually does work better. The shields that Mystic gives can just give them enough time to kind of get through some of our Omegas. Whereas if I'm clumped up like this, Predator doesn't work as well. I've played this against Bloom Phosphorus as well, and you can definitely beat it. Mirror matchups, it's kind of, yeah, I mean how all mirror matchups go. but it does beat Steam, I found. But you definitely want the suppressors in your team just in case you do come up against a mirror matchup, because you want to suppress their energy. But we don't really need it in this matchup. I'd rather just buff myself. So I'm going to put this one down, the Photonic Unity that gives... This is a new augment in the last patch. Every 5 seconds the whole team is going to get energy and a mega power, and I'll just spread that out. Obviously the alluvial has to be alive for this to trigger, and I'm going to put on a Fisto. Every time he megas is going to gain another 20 energy. Could buff up your ranger at this point. Going to put Indomitable just on my Sinnoh for a little bit of security. If it comes down to the last couple of alluvials, sometimes that Indomitable allows him to get a beam off and win the round, but I could have put it on the Hydrolinks. So he is trying to nerf my energy gain with the suppressors I was talking about, but I don't think it'll be enough. This could be the round, could be the game. It's very strong. I think if I was him, well, usually when I play against this as him, I play as close up as possible, get yourself in a ball, and get your ranger the final staff, and you just got to hope that you can outshield a lot of this damage. And that's game. So I think that's everything about this build. If you enjoyed that, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.